Hey beer tubers, thanks for stopping by. Now tonight I'm going to be reviewing Green Flash Brewing's Barleywine. Now I've been really curious about this one. Yesterday I got the Hog Heaven and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go for it. Spent like, what, $7 or something. And I finally decided to get this. This is pretty much the last Green Flash I haven't had. And the cool thing is that this is only, what was it, $5.30 at Whole Foods. I'm like, man, that's pretty cheap. And not only that, it's 10.9%, so pretty much 11%. So not only is it cheaper, it's just higher up in booze, which means fun time, right? So anyways, let me go ahead and check this out here. From what I hear and read here, that they use quite a bit of caramel malts and also an intense amount of Pacific Northwest hops. So it is a West Coast beer. It's from San Diego. I'm going to expect a certain amount of hops. Now, I actually don't mind some good hop bite on my barley wines, but you know, sometimes I like sweeter ones. So anyways, let me go ahead and open this up. Smell it already, which is great. Now, I just have to say, my absolute favorite IPA, like regular IPA, is the Green Flash West Coast IPA. It's just, I mean, the best I've had of that is on tap here up at this bar called Tornado. And man, I mean, so much citrus, hops, and it's just awesome. Anyways, let me just get back to the barley wine here. So the color, yeah, definitely, it's definitely has this like caramel kind of head, got a finger head, great ruby, like grapey kind of color to it. It's almost purplish, you know, in that way. I really like the head color. The color is pretty hazy, can't see through it really. Let me give it a smell here. Oh yeah, it's got an intense amount of that caramel malts aroma, the hops to really back it up. It's got this good balance to it. Now, before I go ahead and drink it, I just wanted to say that the Whole Foods that I got this from, they said that they had it sitting around since last February. So it's almost had a year to sit. So I think it's got a good amount of time to settle. So usually what happens is that the hops kind of chill out and it seems to kind of balance itself out. So anyways, let me go ahead and try this 2010, yeah, February 2010 barley wine. Come pipe. Yeah, you know, I don't know how it tastes fresh, but let me just say that it's worth letting it sit because it really has a great balance of sweet and hops. This is really good. Oh my gosh, wow, this is so good. Yeah, like you feel the hops immediately, but somewhat subtly on the tongue, at least to me. Some people may notice the hops more. But it just gushes with this malty sweetness, the caramel. Like it's like I'm noticing more caramel rather than like prune or those kind of darker fruits. It's there, but to me, I'm just really tasting caramel, and it's like, whoa, it's a good amount of it. It just kind of like coats your tongue, and then after you swallow, it just really lingers in a great way. Because you know how the Avery, the hops, only the hops lingered, and it just kind of just left this tinny kind of bitterness to it, and it wasn't that enjoyable. But this, holy cow, I think when a beer is like, especially if it's 11%, it needs a good year to settle. It's just the nature of it, you know, that's just how it is. I think I'm gonna buy me a fresh one of this that's not been refrigerated and let it sit, because this is totally worth letting it age in cellar, because wow, this tastes awesome. And you know, what makes it really enjoyable also is take a sip like I did. And while it's in your mouth, just sense the aroma again, and it just kind of intensifies what you're tasting. Because you know, when your nose is plugged, you can't taste anything. Your nose is really essential in tasting things, and so you kind of just do the double-tiered tasting of the beer when you do that. Yeah, well, I think whatever malts that they use, the caramel malts, yeah, I think that makes a huge difference in a barley wine. I personally enjoy it much better because the Hog Heaven, I believe they use quite a bit of crystal malts, and which gives it some clarity to the beer, as you saw. but I think it suffices on the. It kind of takes away from the taste, I think. Now, I mean, some people don't like sweet caramel like barley wines, but I sure do. And this is really good. And the thing is that I think the caramel malts is necessary when you have a decent amount of hops to make it a barley wine. So it really gives it a good balance to it. Man, seriously, this is enjoyable. I highly recommend it. I want to try it fresh sometime also, but if anything, cellar this beer. Buy it and cellar if you like. Go ahead and try it fresh. I mean, I'm just guessing it's just going to be pretty strong in the hops, but it's, I don't know, the taste itself, you know, away from everything else, the alcohol and hops, the taste itself is just really, really good. So I really recommend this. So anyways, this was the Green Flash Brewing's Barley Wine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another beer blog. Come by. Wow, let me just say one more thing, okay? I'm getting a decent amount of chocolatiness along with the caramel, so it's really, really nice.